Hello everyone, in this video I will going to demonstrate the configuration for finance for management menu. This will be your login screen. Here you will going to enter the email and password. After entering the email and password, just click on login button. After login, navigate to finance. Then move to configuration. There are two menus left in the previous video for accounting menu. First one is account group and second one is account text group. In order to configure account group in the system, just click on account group. Now as you can see, we have already created so many account group in the system. In order to create one, you will click on create button. I'm opening the existing one only in order to explain you the required entering field in the system. Here you will going to provide the name for the account group. For example, we have provided the name as equity share capital. Here you will going to provide the code prefix for all these accounts that you will going to enter below. Here if you want to select the parent, or if you have any parent for this particular account group, you can add from here. If you don't have, just leave the field as it is. Now here you can see that there are already multiple accounts has been selected by the user. In order to select any new chart of accounts in the system, just click on add an item button, and here you will going to select the chart of accounts which lie in this particular group. And after filling all the details in the system, just click on the save button. This is how you will going to configure the account groups in the system. In order to configure the account text group in the system, just click on create button, and here you will going to provide the text group name. The text group that you have going to enter here will be reflected in the texts here that you will made in the system. After filling the details, just click on save button. Now we will do the configuration for management menu. Now in order to create the payment terms, just click on payment term button. As soon as you will click on payment term button, as you can see here, we have already configured so many payment terms in the system. In order to create new, just click on create button. Here you will going to describe your payment term name. For example, I'm giving the payment term name as 30% against performer. Here you can give the description for on the invoice if you want to give for your vendor or your customer. If you want to give, here you can see in these lines you will going to add the due type, value and number of days. If you want to enter for this particular payment term, just click on add an item button. Please note, here you will select the balance type only. Here in number of days, the first option is reflecting the amount should be paid within the specified days after the invoice date. In second, if you will select this one, this means the payment should be made within the specified days after the end of invoice month. If you will select the last day of month for a following month, the amount should be paid within the last day of following month. If you will select last day of current month, the amount should be paid within the last day of current month. Here you will going to enter the days if you want to enter. For example, I am entering the day is 12, then save and close. Now click on save button. This is how you will going to configure the payment term in the system. This warning will be appear when you will select multiple balance line in the system. As you can see, I have selected these two. Only one balance line you will going to enter for one particular payment term. Now click on save button. This is how you will going to enter the payment terms in the system. In order to enter or create budgetary heads in the system, just click on budgetary positions. Here we have already configured these three. In order to create one, just click on create button, I'm opening the existing one. Here you will going to give the name for of your budgetary head, and here you will going to select the chart of accounts which you want to select for this particular budgetary head. This is how you will going to create budgetary positions or budgetary heads in the system. In order to create the asset types in the system, just click on asset type, and here you will going to click on create button in order to create a new one. For example, here I am giving the asset type name as vehicles. This asset type will be reflected here when you will create the assets in the system. Here you will going to select the journal in which this particular asset type entry will be done. Here you will going to select the asset account. Here you will going to select the depreciation account. Here you will going to select the depreciation entries. For example, I am selecting this one. Here you will going to select the number of entries. Automatically the number of entries will come here 5 and 1 entry after every 12 months. If you want to select the analytic account, you can select from here. Here you will going to select the depreciation method, whether it is linear, digressive or WDV. If you want to group journal entries for this particular asset, you will just click here. If you want to auto confirm asset, you will check box this part. After filling all the details in the system, just click on save button. Now I am opening the existing one in the system in order to explain you. As you can see here, we have already made one asset configuration in the system. Here we have selected the WDV and we have provided the WDV rate. This is how you will do the configuration for asset type in the system.
Like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel videos and you will be getting a lot. And yes, don't forget to comment upon these videos, because if you comment on these videos, this will really going to give us the motivation to upload more and more videos. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.